Becoming a model is the dream of many young girls around the world. Before you get your heart set on becoming a model, there are some things everyone should know if they are considering modeling as a career. If you're new to the taco, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button under this video and give us a like. These are 10 things you didn't know about the modeling industry. Diversity. Have you ever looked at advertisements and noticed that there isn't much diversity between the models? It's true, there is a lack of ethnic diversity when it comes to the modeling industry. In recent years, designers have made significant strides at trying to remedy this. In 2015, designers started having gender-neutral castings as well as hiring more India and Asian background models. Though the modeling industry is headed in the right direction, 80% of models that walk in runway shows are Caucasian. Models don't keep clothes. In some cases, not often, models get to keep the clothes they are modeling. Usually this happens when the model isn't being paid or they have it in their contract that they get to keep the products or clothes they model. The majority of the time, models are only there to wear the clothes and not keep them. If it is an editorial shoot, the stylist or magazine are the owners of the clothes and they store them in a huge inventory closet and out of the hands of the models. Weight problem. It seemed like the modeling industry was making great strides when it comes to weight. French officials made it mandatory in 2015 for models to have a certificate saying they are healthy enough to work. This was to prevent the ever-growing presence of eating disorders in the fashion industry. Sadly, there are still many women who suffer from underweight and eating disorders, which are usually caused by agents. Many models report being told they are too large for clothes and they won't get work until they lose weight. Considering the majority of models are in their teens, this can be very damaging. Social media takeover. There has been a huge trend in the modeling industry to hire models with a social media presence. Many other models have recognized this trend and have started dedicating 4 to 5 hours a day just to social media. Many companies are seeking out social media influencers because they believe their built-in fans will provide more recognition for their brands. The problem with this is many models that have been working for years are suddenly weeded out, and people with no experience are taking their jobs because they have more followers. It is also nearly impossible to tell if the followers are real, since there are many sites that will boost people's following for a few bucks a month. Bullying. Modeling is a dream of many, and getting your foot in the door can be really tough. One thing many don't know is when they finally think they made it, models can end up being bullied by other models. In the modeling world, things can be very cutthroat, and if two models share the same look like blonde hair and blue eyes, chances are they are enemies. Bullying isn't just something the new girls face either. Many experienced and even famous models have been bullied, but most of the time their bullies are faceless. In an industry where models are exposed to the masses, it sets them up for online bullying and trolls. Models aren't always paid. Models who are just starting out are put through the ringer. Most of the time, they are working for exposure and they are accruing debt instead of making money. Modeling agencies will sign girls and have them stay in modeling apartments, which they will pay for out of the money they make on their modeling jobs. Many times, the agencies will ship the models to overseas shoots that they will reluctantly participate in, and though their expenses are paid for, they will only be working for exposure. Much like other creative careers, models are expected to train and be top performers, but only a small percentage make it big. Exploitation of minors. There are some pretty shocking secrets in the modeling industry, but one of the most disturbing ones is how minors are exploited. Agencies start recruiting models at the age of 13, and 54% of working models started before they were 16 years old. Many agencies promise parents that their young daughters will have chaperones when traveling and going on castings, but a majority of the time this isn't the case. This means many underage models are subject to inappropriate sexual situations and career guidance without proper guidance. They are also prone to illegal child labor practices by working 14-hour days in horrible physical conditions. Dangers of the job. There is a growing amount of online communities that help new models network with photographers and agencies. Many times the photographers and agencies don't have to go through background checks, and models end up putting themselves in dangerous situations. Not only can photographers take advantage of new models, there are dangerous elements at many physical photo shoots. Photographer and ex-America's Next Top Model judge Nigel Barker stated that the craziest photo shoot he was ever a part of had the models posing in a bull ring in Spain with live bulls. Reputation is everything. Models run in tight circles and often give other models references to their agencies or potential jobs. If a model is easy and pleasant to work with, they usually get more work because the good atmosphere shows in the photos. Male model Remco van der Linden has been modeling for 20 years and prides himself on maintaining a good reputation. Many of his clients have stuck with him for more than 10 years. He has also been able to get other models signed to his agency, including his father, who's now a 70-year-old model. It physically hurts. It may not look or seem like it, but modeling is hard work. From walking runway shows to holding poses for 14-hour-long photo shoots, modeling is a physical job. Many models during Fashion Week can be seen with bruises and blisters on their feet from walking so many shows in shoes that are outrageous or too small for them. One model, Katie May, even suffered a neck injury at a photo shoot when she fell while posing. At the time, she thought it was a pinched nerve, but she ended up suffering from a stroke a few days later. Sadly, Katie May passed away due to a second stroke that rendered her brain dead. What are some things you learned about the modeling industry today? React in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to The Taco.